Monday, I thought I'd share with everyone how to change a head unit in a VT to VX Commodore. Super basic. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I did, I do have the actual tools for it, but honestly, I don't know where they've gone. So if you don't have the tools, what you can do is literally just grab some Allen keys, slide them into the pinholes. They're slid in, they're slid all the way in, and they have actually clicked. What you do, I just usually put my finger there and boom, that slides out. Obviously, then you're going to go boom onto the shifter knob, chuck it back and forth, or auto, obviously put your handbrake on, and then that's out. Unplug it, and we'll get to the next step. So once the head unit's out, it's literally 2 screws under here, 2 screws on the top there. You've got a screw there, and a screw there. So once you take these 2 screws off, you just pop that up and pull that back. When you pop that up and pull that back, you can unplug the electric window switch. So once you take this off, it's manual. I don't want to pull the whole knob off, so you can lever it out pretty easily, just having it on the side. There's a screw under there to hold the flap in and to hold the fascia in, and there's a screw on the other side. I'll just turn this over and do the other screw. This little pocket will slide out, and we'll get to the next step. Now that you got that pocket out, it's literally screw, 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 and the 2 screws up there, and then we'll pop the fascia out. So we'll do that now. Pull all the screws out, the little dash literally pops back. Then all you need to do is unplug the hazard, mode switch, headlight switch, and if you've got fog lights. If you've got manual and you've got a traction control switch there, boom, traction control switch. And also with the 300 C4B cars, you've got an extra plug here. Don't forget that, so you don't pull the dash out and ruin the shift light. So you do have an extra plug just tucked under there. That's just for the shift light there. So remember to unplug that little bad boy as well before you rip the dash out, because you don't want to break that. All right, so dash fascia is out. Now, to put the head unit in, it comes with an aftermarket, obviously, like AeroPro kit. So it screws into this here. So see, I've taken the 2 screws out already on the side for the cradle. Undo the other 2 screws, and then this will slide in, and you put the 4 screws back in to hold it. Now, I do also have an ISO patch harness here that's ready to rock and roll. So that will then, so AeroPro make patch harnesses, and then that will plug directly into the factory unit. Antenna will plug into the unit. Obviously, if you've got a Calais or a Senator or any sort of HSV with a stacker, you don't need to plug that bad boy in. And if you've got the premium sound, you don't have to plug that bad boy in either. That doesn't go anywhere now. Then also you have a microphone that gets plugged in behind the radio, and I'll feed that through and just clip it. I usually clip them just here. So that's nice and easy. So we'll do that now. Now that the head unit's in, what I like to do is just flick the key, just make sure it all works. Beautiful. We have power. Yeah, beautiful. Everything's working. Now with that in, we'll literally just do the opposite. So just reinstall everything back on. And now that everything's back on, just chuck the bezel on it. And that's it. We have a radio in the car. I ran the microphone up into the top corner here. Just shoved it there and ran the cable in through the back end there. Nice and easy. And done. Thank you. Hope everyone likes this video. Makes it a little bit easier for people. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. And thank you very much.